guys, it's your girl Z and Sid, and we're back with another video. And today we're reacting to top 10 animated shows from Britain, and we got this from WatchMojo.com. I'll say something else, but yes, let's get into this. I don't know what to expect.
The link will be in the description below, so make sure you go over and you know what to do. Yeah, you don't know what to expect on this one, do you?
No, I don't.
I do. This is going to pop your bubble. Let's go.
These are the greatest cartoons, claymation, and stop-motion animations that Britain has to offer.
Conditions, then I'll run till I drop. Tactics are very important in a race.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 animated shows from Britain.
Yes, look, this is all very well, but...
We need volunteers.
Right, you, lead the way.
Yes, Chief. Right away.
For this list, we're looking at animated shows produced in or made for Britain that are for children and adults alike. These shows have a unique art style, interesting premise, or compelling story that sets them apart from the rest.
Well, at least it's a nice day for it.
Number 10, Postman Pat.
Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat.
This stop-motion children's show follows the daily rounds of Pat Clifton as he inevitably gets caught up in the misfortunes of the villagers of Greendale, a fictionalized location resembling Lancaster, Lancashire, but inspired by the valley of Longsleddale.
Most of the post seems to be for Katie and Tom Pottage. Ah, but of course it's their birthday.
Always accompanied by his faithful black and white cat, Jess, Pat will do his best to help his friends out and ultimately get them their post.
He had such a load of parcels today. Some of them wanted to escape.
A role model for his fellow townspeople and the viewer at home, Pat is unwavering in his kindness and generosity.
When Pat arrived at the twins' party with Sarah Ann and the chocolates, Katie gave a big smile, the first that day.
Meanwhile, the show's success has spawned a 3D computer-animated film, a TV spin-off, and books.
Wouldn't do to forget my hat on such a lovely morning.
Number 9, The World.
Wow, from the 80s till now.
That's what I'm saying. That's all. It did its time.
Oh, yeah.
It ran for a long time. You
Time.
can definitely see how loved it was.
Yes, and I love how positive the character was, and that's great for kids to watch.
Yeah.
Nice, like it's
Clean.
Yes.
And you can tell it's a total difference because Postman, you don't normally communicate with them. You don't interact with them. And then to see the different transition from them dealing with everyday, but it just looked positive, period.
Yes.
2014. That's just the other day.
Yeah, from like 1984.
That's crazy. You're right. Number 9.
World of Peter Rabbit and Friends. This adaptation of Beatrix Potter's famous body of work has her collection of animals voiced by a number of high-profile names in the British acting world.
Madam, have you lost your way?
The likes of Hugh Laurie, Prunella Scales, and Ian Holm lend their considerable talents to bring the show to life.
2 narrow breadths for naught except waistcoats for mice.
The animation is incredibly similar to that used in the books, which makes the British countryside look almost whimsical. It's wonderfully innocent and reminds you of a much simpler time. Number 8, Clangers.
No wonder that I'm like, Peter Rabbit sounds so familiar because I read the book when I was a little kid. Okay, that's nice.
I didn't get it because I was mixing up with Peter Rabbit. I don't know if you've seen the animation Peter Rabbit. So that's what I was mixing up. I'm like, I know it, but nah, when I finished, I'm like, nope, that's not what. But funny, you clicked right away because you said, is it from the book? I'm like, okay, I guess you know exactly what's going on. Number 8.
This is the planet Earth.
One of the more abstract programs on this list, the Clangers are a family of knitted space mouse-like creatures living on a small planet eating blue string pudding.
Stranger stars by far than ever shone in our night sky. And planets, too.
They have no capability for speech themselves, but instead use a series of whistles to communicate, with the narrator giving an overview of the action.
All set, ready to fly up into the sky.
Each episode revolves around the family creating a new invention or being visited by spacemen or eggbots.
3 of them, out of 1 hat.
With little dialogue, it's reliant on music to aid the flow of the story, and so it has a beautiful score to supplement the goings-on during the show. In 2015, the Clangers were revived, with Monty Python's Michael Palin providing narration this time around.
Clever, small and tiny have led the Eggbots all the way down to their little lost friend.
Number 7, Creature.
You know what? I've just been noticing, just picking up that it's so creative and so not what you think. Who would think about mouses being in space and that being a show? Like, no, seriously, like it's not, you're really thinking outside the box. They're not speaking, there's like a narrator and some music to help you understand what's going on throughout the clips. I'm like, that's nice. It's different. It's
the simplicity too of it.
Yeah.
Takes it all of these that we've seen so far, for me, it takes you back to a simpler time when and it's relatable, or it makes you use your imagination.
Mm-hmm.
Both for young and old.
Yep.
Because a lot of old people don't have no imagination.
Comforts.
If you get the bends, it can be quite narcotic. You can get a kind of narcotic effect.
This stop-motion clay animation franchise began with a highly unique mockumentary by Nick Park and Aardman Animations, featuring the voices of everyday Britons synced up with a variety of different animals.
Oh, well, the zoos are very important to animals. They're a bit like homes, like nursing homes for poor animals and people like old people.
An unusual idea for sure, but the short film resulted in pure hilarity, as well as in several UK TV ads and the 2003 TV series that makes our list.
And I've done all kinds. I've worked in a hotel. I worked in this hotel in Teignmouth.
Though no longer directed by Park, Creature Comforts, the series, was still produced by Aardman Animations and included aquaphobic sharks.
I have to say, I don't really like the idea of what's below.
A bickering cat and dog, a philosophical amoeba, and more.
I think I have a very intimate relationship with water because I'm primarily composed of it. But I do think water is one of the great mysteries.
The show masterfully twists the general public's tendency to ramble for the camera during interviews and gives every animal a bizarre and misguided, but amusing outlook on life.
I think we should all be in clinical trials. We have a moral obligation. Fortunately, I've never been asked, but I take so many drugs anyhow.
Number 6, Danger Mouse.
Why did they stop this? Because don't you say it's so true? People get on TV, they start rambling. Like, oh my God.
When I heard it, I was like, spot on.
It is.
Cynthia, when a camera turn on you, it doesn't matter what thought you have in your head.
No, it
goes through the window. It's like you turn on idiot.
You do. You just start rambling on.
You can't help yourself.
No, you can't.
And then when the camera shut off, you be like, what was I thinking? What was I really thinking? Yeah. But I love it because it's everyday people.
Yes.
I that's why it's so comical. That's what makes it funny. Not only that, you notice the big old mic in every clip.
I just noticed that now.
It's raw. It's raw. There's no clean cut. It's not prettied up.
Speaking of that, when I first heard the lady speak, the polar bear, and I was like, it doesn't sound that good, for a TV production, but speaking that it's raw, like you said, clean cut, like there's like they did not, edit anything. It makes sense, and I like it. I like that about it. And I love this. Why did they stop it? This is funny.
It is.
Bring this back. Bring
not
this back.
Not in a millionaire in America they do that. No. Not
like
in
that.
a millionaire.
And
it's different.
It is. I love how they make fun of what they're saying too. I love it.
We all should be testing. We're taking drugs anyway. We're popped up on meds. Why not?
He's the greatest. He's fantastic.
The mousy lead character of this spy romp is the greatest secret agent in his own particular world. And as such, is archenemy to the evil toad Baron Greenback.
The Crown Prince of Evildoers, Baron Greenback.
Episodes follow much the same plot of intrigue, investigation, and world safety as you'd expect from James Bond, but just mousier. With his trusty cowardly sidekick Ernest Penfold.
Better split up and look around. Right, sir. Can I split up and come with you? No, Penfold.
The White Wonder foils the plans of a selection of ne'er-do-well anthropomorphic villains week after week.
Oh, crikey, what's that? At a guess, I'd say big, strong, and extremely unfriendly.
Its unmistakable British wit made it a huge hit with kids and adults alike on both sides of the North Atlantic.
Good show, DM. You're a hero. That's a bit strong, sir.
Number 5, Paddington.
That reminded, I watched this and it didn't click, but this time it reminds me of Geronimo Mouse. You know that one?
No.
Oh, I have kids. So.
Yeah.
Like, what if my kids didn't read the book or watch the cartoon, I wouldn't have known about it. But
Yeah,
I'm
no
like,
problem.
it's
Nice.
something similar to what I've seen here, but pretty cool, different, relatable, kids. I like anything cartoon or you know that too.
Yeah, I know
so
that.
It doesn't matter if I'm young or old. A lot of adults I think dive in too.
Oh yeah. As you get older, you definitely dive in.
What about you?
Like, what about you?
Because you don't.
Wider audiences may have become familiar with the bear from deepest, darkest Peru through the 2014 film.
Nice weather for the ducks.
But Paddington first sprang from book to screen back in 1975. His series of misadventures throughout Britain are displayed in an unusual style that has Paddington as a stop-motion puppet moving within a 3D space, but interacting with a 2D animated environment.
Well, no, said Mr. Brown. We were wondering if we could help you.
His blue rain slicker and red hat have become an iconic and instantly recognizable image in countries around the world.
Yep.
As demonstrated by the multiple TV adaptations that followed and the popularity of the books.
I've never had a bear about the house before, but I have a feeling things may never be quite the same again.
Number 4, Shaun the Sheep.
Okay, let me say this. That is very unique and creative, given that it's a 3D object in a 2D world. Like, I just can all imagine, like, you know, them how to move those pieces to create the film, how long it took. Sounds like it took a while. I'm not gonna lie.
They're creative.
Very creative. I did not know that it was a British thing. I mean, like, you know, a British show. I did not know that. Because I remember the 2014 video, the clip, because I was everywhere here in America, everyone in America. I'm like, that looks familiar. I did not know. What am I watching? That's what I'm watching.
I'm like, Paddington Bear? Everybody knows that. The accent, how dare you, Cynthia? How dare you, Cynthia?
Oh, yeah,
when you said
dare.
it, she said it under her breath. That's British?
Yeah, that is.
She did not say that out loud.
I'm willing to admit it. I did not know.
Yeah, but, yeah. I'm like, Paddington. That one I knew.
Okay. Call it back. I'm going to get my own too. Shaun the Sheep.
Do you know this one?
No, I don't.
Oh, jeez, this is good. Okay.
It's Shaun the Sheep. It's Shaun the Sheep. He even mucks about with those who cannot bleat.
After a popular outing next to Wallace and Gromit in 1995's A Close Shave, the little sheep finally got his own show in 2007, documenting his attempts to spice up life on a dull country farm. The antics of the flock of sheep he lives with are often smattered with clever references to popular culture, with even The Great Escape, Jaws, and Star Wars all getting a little nod.
Yep.
Even with no dialogue, the characters are fleshed out and relatable, which is a testament to the attention to detail and level of commitment in the production of every single episode. Number 3, Wallace and Gromit.
So you're not familiar with Shaun the Sheep?
No, I'm not.
It is funny. I like it because there's no talking going on.
Mm-hmm.
And that dog. Oh God, that dog. in his own world. But I like it because it's creative and you can see that it takes stuff out of modern day life, what's going on. That's what's in Sean's head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't ask me how I know about Shaun the Sheep. I didn't know it was British, but because I didn't hear no talking.
Yeah, you hear no talking. Yeah.
So, but I'm like, I've watched this. I know this. Mm-hmm. I was up late at night watching this stuff as a grown person. To be exact.
I like a 3-minute
Steady on. Wow!
The best known creation of Nick Park and Aardman Animations focuses on a cheese-loving inventor and his silent yet sensible dog. Wallace and Gromit are considered icons of British culture, and in their various adventures have traveled to the moon, created robotic trousers, and fought a were-rabbit. The last one in a feature-length film.
Oh, Gromit. I don't want to be a giant rabbit.
Oh, the bounce has gone from his bungee.
Although it wasn't the first claymation show ever, new installments of the show rarely come out, but when they do, they are some of the most eagerly anticipated pieces of TV.
Thanks, Chuck.
Number 2, The Wind in the Willow.
Now that one I knew because I think I watched one of their movies that they came out. Not the show, but the movie, because the dog was very familiar. And the man.
Okay.
Yep, that's why.
All right. Let's move on to number 2.
Carrying on from the popular film of the same name, we go into the world of the riverbank that is home to Ratty, Mole, and Toad. They have frequent conflicts with the mischievous wily weasels while also having to contend with the environmental destruction of their natural habitat, which represents the main message of the show.
So, even if you had the money to fight the railway, you would almost certainly lose it.
And yet, if we don't fight it, we will certainly lose our home.
Rather than using traditional animation, malleable latex figurines are used for stop motion that makes for an interesting and unique visual appearance.
Whatever our differences, we are one. That we must stand together against a greater enemy.
Thanks to its success, the series has since led to a feature-length film and TV spin-off.
Lovely house, Mr. Toad.
Lovely! It's not lovely, it's magnificent.
Before we reveal our number 1 pick, here are...
So that I'm familiar with. I don't know that actual thing, the stop motion, but I've seen it. But I think it was a little girl who got lost and went through the barrow and all different kind of stuff. But that I'm familiar with. I'm like, I know this all too well between, I'm like, but I didn't know it was British. That's the only catch to that. But yeah, the honorable mentions.
Are some honorable mentions.
Oh, warm welcome. Friendly kind of guy, huh?
No, sir, a pyromaniac.
Oh, he's nothing of the sort, Mr. Igor.
I'm Peppa Pig.
Yes.
This is my little brother George. This is Mummy Pig. And this is Daddy Pig.
Few exercises in the morning, tune you up for the day.
Number 1, Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends.
Thomas is a tank engine who lives at a big station on the island of Sodor.
Even though Thomas is the main tank engine, he'd never be able to solve any problem without the help of his friends, a group of locomotives and road vehicles with a vast set of personalities and uses.
Percy was feeling left out. It's not fair. You're not leaving any post for me.
Set on the island of Sodor, there's always some problem or accident that only the trains are capable of solving.
At the bridge, Bluebell was very pleased to see her calf again, and the porter led them away.
One person narrates all this action, and that individual happened to be Mr. Conductor, played by Beatles drummer Ringo Starr for the first 2 seasons. The animation, which included moving models, stop motion, and hand-drawn, as well as the environment used in the children's TV series, are reminiscent of a model train set, which taps directly into a child's imagination and brings everything to life in an unforgettable fashion.
The driver tried to put on the brakes, but Thomas couldn't stop.
Do you agree with our list? Which British animations have you grown to love?
Danger Mouse!
crazy, don't it?
Crazy, especially those honorable mentions. Peppa Pig, yes. It just like, I don't know, it just like surprised me to see that. Oh yeah, Peppa Pig. Like a reminder, like, hey, hello girl, I'm British. Oh
the
my
accent with the Peppa Pig got me. I knew it was.
I'm Peppa Pig.
Yeah,
everybody knows that.
But Thomas and Friends, sorry. I'm saying sorry for you.
Yeah, it's okay. Thomas and Friends, I had the trains. That's why I was like, I had this toy growing up.
But that one caught me off guard. I did not know it was British.
I did not know.
I'm like, why not? But somebody said something to me on Island Girl, which kind of makes sense. Maybe what you were watching was in an American accent, so that's why it wouldn't have clicked that it's actually British.
I wonder why would they do that?
They would, because shook. What was the one that somebody brought up to me? That was he's a carpenter like person, and it's in British. Bob the Builder.
Bob the Builder's British. Shut up.
See my puppy.
See Bob the Builder.
See, I'm trying to remember. You remember the name?
Bob the Builder. It's British.
Yes,
shut up. Nah.
I swear to you.
Serious?
I swear to you. I swear to you.
Oh my God,
somebody said it, and I'm like, Bob the Builder. I'm like, yeah. See, guys,
that's a big one. I grew up with Bob the Builder.
Wow. But it's not a mention on here, don't it?
No, it's not. Maybe
but they changed. Yeah. America changed it to an American accent.
Maybe so we can listen to the vernacular to the words and what they're saying, because
I love the British accent. I think even if it was in America, in the British form, just like Peppa Pig. Everybody know Peppa Pig.
It's very, I don't know.
And it's still playing till today. It ain't going nowhere. So I don't get it. Because that accent just get you all wrapped up, boy. You're hanging on to everything that there's. With that, guys, we're running out of here. But, majority of them I didn't know. Sin didn't know, but the few that she and whichever she knew, except for one, she didn't know it was British. There you have it. It's your girl Z
and Sin.
We're running out of here.
Love you guys.
See you in another one. Bye. Look at him. Yeah.